Good morning, my wild and beautiful friends. Summer's in full gear. I have got the best salad for you to take to the next barbecue. It's full of summer flavors and it's so easy. Let's shuck a couple ears of corn and I'll show you how to make it. Okie dokie, we've got our shucked corn here. I've also got 2 poblano peppers. They're also called basilio peppers in grocery stores sometimes. They look like this. I'm going to set them on our preheated grill here. Depending on your grill, it's going to take about 10 to 15 minutes. Our grill's a little bit older, so it takes a little longer. I'm putting those peppers right on the hottest spot so we can get some blisters on there. And then the corn, I'm just going to keep flipping. See how it starts to get a little bit brighter. It's starting to steam a little bit. I do want a little bit of color on those as well. Once you can smell the corn, that's how you know it's done. These poblanos, once they're charred on each side, they'll be done as well. There you can see you've got a little bit of grill marks on our corn. It's nice and bright yellow. It's smelling fabulous. We're going to get those in the kitchen and let them cool down so we can touch them. And while that's happening, I've got this beautiful platter here. It's kind of like a really shallow bowl. The salad is giant. It makes enough for a lot of people, so it's perfect to take to a barbecue, especially because there's no mayo or egg in it. You can kind of just keep it out and it'll be okay. Use whatever greens you've got on hand, but my favorite combination for this salad is 2 giant handfuls of baby spinach and 2 to 3 giant handfuls of arugula. It gives it a nice peppery taste and really nice texture as well with both the different kinds of greens. Then I'm going to take 2 avocados here and I'm going to cube them up and just sprinkle them around the top of the salad. This recipe was inspired by actually a local restaurant called Elements in Logan. They have this beautiful poblano corn salad that they let me kind of modify to be vegan. So this is kind of my version of it and it has been so satisfying. And the way I'm making it is so simple. Hardly any ingredients, but they all pack a punch and they all have that summer yummy flavor. So I'm really excited for you guys to give this a try. So once we've got all 4 halves of our cubed avocado on our salad, we're going to use some lime juice to keep it nice and green, but also as a base for our dressing that we're going to toss everything in. Steve and I finally caved and bought ourselves a little lime squeezer. We use lime enough, and honestly, it's like $6 at Smith's Marketplace, but it really gets all that juice out of there. So I'm kind of just, for this first lime, concentrating on the avocado. I want to get it all on those beautiful pieces of flesh so they stay nice and green and vibrant. I'm just kind of scooching them around so they're spread out a little bit, and then we're going to get working on our poblano peppers. Now that they've cooled to the touch, I'm sure there's a technical way to do this, but this is how I've been doing it. I've just been cutting off that top piece, pulling out that bit of seeds and cutting it along its backside and in half. I hope that makes sense. And then I'm getting that skin that's charred, it just pulls right off. You can do it while it's hot, but it burns your little fingers. So if you can wait to get it cooled down, that's what I would suggest. So I'm just peeling that off and I'm going to rinse off any extra seeds after I get that skin off, and we're going to chop them up into little bite-sized pieces and spread them around our salad. They're nice and juicy and they have a little bit of heat, but they're a little smoky as well, so they're not anything crazy. I love these flavors together. And 2 poblanos really does go a long way for this giant salad. So it's also a really inexpensive salad to make. I believe it was 89 cents for both of these peppers. And now that corn's in season, it was $1 for 2 ears of corn. Wrong body part. So I'm just sprinkling those on top like so. And then the way that I find is easiest to get our corn into our salad is to take the whole cob, and I'm just going to rest it against the base of our salad dish here, and I'm going to cut downwards and just let that corn fall wherever it falls and just work my way around, and it kind of sprinkles itself. And you don't have to do this into a different dish and make something else dirty or onto the counter or whatnot. And then we can, I want to get those little charred pieces off there. Then we can compost our ears of corn. And we are almost there, folks. Super simple salad. Okay, now we are just going to build the rest of that vinaigrette. I've got a bit of olive oil here. I ran out and had to go borrow some from my mom. And she put it in this cute little jar. I'm adding probably about 3 tablespoons Just going to drizzle that all over, and then a bit of salt. You kind of do this to taste. I did about, I'd say a half a teaspoon. And then I'm also going to add some coarsely ground pepper, probably about a fourth to a half of a teaspoon. Just give this a toss and give it a taste. If you feel like it needs a little bit more, definitely add some. And then I'm also going to add the juice of one more lime. It just brightens everything up and brings it all together. So 2 limes total for this giant salad. And you've got yourself a very simple but full of flavor vinaigrette that goes really perfectly with all these flavors. It doesn't compete, it just amplifies everything really deliciously. And that's it. And since we don't have a ton of stuff on this salad, it keeps in the fridge. I made one and ate it probably about 4 or 5 days later. So if you keep it cool in the fridge, it's delicious for a while. It will feed a bunch of people. It's perfect for hot weather. I hope you enjoy it. Thank you so much for watching. I can't wait to talk to you guys soon. Cheers.